Hello and welcome everyone. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box. We've got a few more people turning up, so we'll make a start anyway. And again, welcome everyone to the call. Also, let me know where you are from. Okay, we have London in the house. Italy, welcome from Italy. Leicester's in the house. Welcome, Leicester. London again. Welcome everyone to the party. Hugglescote, sunny Hugglescote, East London, Italy. And Italy again, and Manchester. Welcome everyone to the call. We have an amazing packed call for you today, but before I start, I just want to say congratulations to every single person who's ranked up in the last few days. I think I counted around 6 or 7 ranks, new ranks in the last week, so very, very well done. We have amazing momentum going on at the moment, and more ranks are going to pop very, very soon. So trust me on that. We've got some amazing announcements to make as well later in the week. And again, welcome to the call, everyone. And what I want to do today is we're going to have a conversation around mindset, which is very, very important. And also, if Mandeep turns up on the call, we'll cover the social media angle as well. So I'm just going to see if I've got a short presentation. I did create a slide, so just bear with me a second while I pull that up. So if you can see my slides, please just drop me a 111 in the chat box and I will then continue. Okay, thank you. So just bear with me as I just clear my screen. So what I want to talk about today is how to create the life that you deserve. In the last week, we've had many calls with our mentors, millionaire mentors, and we've discussed a lot of things. And I've just got a summary of bullet points on how you can create the life that you certainly deserve. Now, whenever I'm talking about this, the first thing that comes to mind is belief, because belief is so important. If you don't have belief, you might as well just give up now. If you do not believe in the product, the service, the mentorship, there's no point going further. If you don't believe in yourself, then you won't make it. If you do not believe that you can do it, you won't make it. Belief, the definition of belief is an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. So you need to believe that your goal is already done for you, and that is how you will achieve your goal. Now, belief as a definition stands for be, obviously be, and leaf stands for happily or gladly. So in a nutshell, it means be happy. So belief means be happy. When you believe in your goals, you are going to be happy naturally. Obviously, if it's a goal you don't want, that you should not even think about it or talk about it. So once you have your goal in your mind, once you've written your goal down and do your affirmations, you should be happy when you think about your end goal. You should always be in a state of being glad or happy. And again, just write this down. We have the ability to create any life that we want. So whatever you want, if I talk about the physical aspects for a few minutes, if you want a certain house, like a 10 million pound house in London, for example, you should be going to that house as often as possible, looking at it and ensuring that all your 5 senses capture that property and its environment. And believing can never stop. Just bear that in mind. Your belief or believing can never stop. From the moment that you wake up to the moment that you go to sleep, your goals should be top of mind. And obviously, always, you should have your affirmations, which form part of the belief system. I am so happy and grateful now that I am, whatever your goal is. We've discussed goals and affirmations on many calls, so I'm not going to go into those in too much detail on this presentation. But again, if you don't have your affirmations done by today, then you should stop this video and go and do the affirmations and make sure you have them all clear. And also, when it comes to goals, make sure you've written down your 100 goals, or at least 100 goals that you want to achieve this year in 2021. The second thing I want to discuss is creation. Creation, the definition of creation is the bringing into existence of the universe, especially when regarded as an act of God. So again, creation is extremely important. And if you look at the word universe, it actually stands for one and then set of words. So we're going back to the word again. First, it was the word, and whatever you're saying to yourself through your affirmations, as in, I am so happy and grateful now that I am, that will actually come into creation. So it's so important. Even today, many people don't do this. If you speak to any successful person, not just in this business, but anywhere in the world, whatever their success is, it doesn't have to be a business success. It could be a physical success or health success as well. You speak to them and they'll tell you that they created in their mind where they wanted to go before they actually got there. So if you're looking for that six pack, as many of us are, you need to be thinking about it and effectively dreaming about it every single day for you to actually hit that goal. When it comes to, again, the word came first, and every single goal that you have starts with the word. The things that we want to create, the life that we want, all come from the word, which is why it's so important what you say, not just to yourself, but to other people around you every single day. You know, what are you saying to yourself every single day? I am so happy and grateful now that I am, whatever it is, should form part of your daily routine. And certainly when you wake up in the morning, and when you wake up in the morning, you should be ensuring that your affirmations are covered from the moment that you get up. What words are you saying to yourself every day? Just make a note of that, because that's very, very important. Quite often you might have your affirmations in place, you might be doing your affirmations, but when it comes to speaking to yourself, you're going back in circles again, and henceforth you're probably going around and round the bush, as they say. So what you need to do is make sure that the word, whether you say it or whatever you listen to as well, make sure it's what you want to hear and what you want to say, because obviously whatever you say, you will hear yourself as well. So don't forget that. You cannot allow life situations to change the word. So whatever your goal is and you're headed towards that goal, don't care what's happening outside. Obviously there's a lot of noise outside at the moment in the environment. You are responsible for your own environment. You create your own economy. So we don't really care what's happening outside. Even if you receive bad news or negative news in whatever form possible, there's always goodness behind it. So always remain positive and always ensure that you are saying the right things, not just to others, but to yourself every single day. Now, again, going back a long, long time when I first started in business, I just didn't get this. And I've only really been studying this in detail for the last few years, and definitely this works. This information has come down to me from multi-millionaires, and also people who've achieved great success in many other aspects, not just in the business or the financial realm. So the word is important, and whatever you say, it counts. So be careful what you say, even if it's in jest. Just be sure that you're saying the right things every single day. Now, imagination is, of course, very, very important. And the definition of imagination is the ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful. So ask yourself, what are you saying? What are you imagining every single day? What are you imagining every single day? What are you saying to yourself daily? We've talked about goals and image boards and vision boards till the cows have come home. And again, a lot of people fail to do this, but this is like the groundwork. If you don't have a good foundation, then your building will probably fall over or fall down. Henceforth, make sure your vision boards are in place. And what images and pictures are you seeing every single day? What images and pictures are you seeing every day? You should be living in your goal. So let me give me an example. If you're looking for that £10 million house, you need to be having pictures of that house in your house everywhere. Now, in my case, I've actually got a portfolio, and I've got my vision within that portfolio that I can look at every single day. And again, when you're doing your affirmations, I am so happy and grateful now that I am. You should be actually affirming towards your goals, the images, the pictures that you can see every single day or every single moment of the day. And emotion is so, so important, certainly when it comes to helping you with mindset. And you've heard this before many, many times. Your income will seldom exceed your mindset. That's why mindset is so important. Your income will seldom exceed your mindset. If you're not personally developed to a certain extent, it's actually close to impossible for you to achieve those financial goals that you have. Emotion is a natural, instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstance, mood, or relationship with others. So you have to train your emotions, decide on how you want to feel, and feel that way. So again, I was speaking to another multi-millionaire just a couple of days ago, and he was telling me that he actually believed that he would get that Rolls Royce 2 to 3 years before he actually bought it. And he was very, very emotional about it. Whenever he spoke about it, he saw it in front of his eyes, until I think just recently he actually bought that Rolls Royce. The same applies to your health goals. If you're looking to achieve a certain level of health and fitness, you have to see where you are headed and be emotionally involved with what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So you can actually train your emotions, and that's what we're doing here. You need to decide how you want to feel when you achieve that goal. So whatever your goal is, decide how you want to feel when you have achieved that goal. So let me just, as an example, if you're not currently a 6 or 7 figure earner on this call, how would you feel once you've actually hit that magic 6 figures? Once you've made over £100,000 or dollars in a single year, or £1 million or dollars in a single year, how would you feel? Ask yourself, how would I feel? What you need to do is you have to feel like you would feel then, right now. So if I gave you £1 million today, how would you feel? Feel like that now, and then you will basically, that's the first step you've taken to basically adopting the frequency of someone who has already achieved that goal that you're hoping to achieve yourself. And again, I'm so happy and grateful when you're doing your affirmations, do them with emotion, and they will work. Trust me, they'll work. I've seen this in my life over and over again from the beginning. Even when I was in corporate doing my, in fact, after my PhD, after my degrees, I was in corporate and I wanted to achieve a certain goal. If I had emotion behind it, if I had imagination behind it, there was more likely a chance of actually hitting those goals. Number 6, the last thing I want to discuss is desire. Desire is so, so important, and it culminates in your 5 senses. So the definition of desire is actually a strong feeling to have something and or anything you want. So you can actually have anything that you want as long as you have the desire towards that thing. The desire comes in the form of our 5 senses. So you've got hearing, you've got seeing, taste, smell, touch. I'm going to that same example again of that £10 million house. If you see yourself in a £10 million house 2 to 3 years from today, what you need to be doing is going on those viewings. Don't just walk past the house, actually go into the house and do a viewing of that property. Listen to what you can hear within a property of that scale. Have a look around, what kind of things and images are you seeing in a property of that scale? Taste, obviously you can't taste a house, but smell and touch the property so you know exactly where you'll be in a fair few years' time. When it comes to taste, if you're looking to adopt a certain lifestyle, let's assume now that you're making over £10 million a month. Where would someone who's making £10 million a month, where would they hang out? What restaurants would they go to? What hotels would they stay in? My recommendation is for you to do that right now. Obviously, at the moment, you may not be able to do it because there's a pandemic, but you can still do house viewings. You can still go and test drive your ideal car. So there's no real excuse that you can't get out there and ensure that your 5 senses are working you towards your goal every single day. When it comes back to the 5 senses, you've got your ear gate and eye gate. We have talked about this on other calls. You need to guard your ear gate and eye gate. Make sure that you're listening to the right things every single time. Now, most of you that know me or have met me in person, generally, if someone has a negative environment around them or someone is negative, I tend to walk away because I'm guarding my ear gate and eye gate. And again, that's another recommendation. If you do have friends and family, unfortunately, that is the case for many of us where they are negative. My recommendation is to walk away from them and surround yourself with positive people, because the positivity will rub off on you and also your business as well, which is so, so important. So all your 5 senses, the hearing, the seeing, the taste, smell, and touch, they all need to be geared towards your goal collectively. And when that happens, you will hit your goal. You'll hit it over and over and over again, and you will make it. And obviously in life, sometimes things go wrong, and you might think you've hit a certain goal, and the next day you seem to have lost it again. But it's the people who are persistent and consistent and keep doing it that are the winners. Yesterday, I forgot his name, was it Art, talked about the fact that you should just do it. Art Williams, I think his name was. He said, just go out and do it. There are so many people around us who set up on a path they start, give it 1 day, give it 2 days, give it 3 days, and then say, look, I don't think this is working. Even yesterday, in fact, this morning, someone left my organization. They sent me a message saying, this forex stuff, it just doesn't work. And I'm thinking, you cannot learn how to trade in 7 days or 6 days. It's not possible. I know someone who recently actually bought a restaurant. He set up his restaurant and he spent hundreds of thousands of pounds setting up his restaurant. Do you think he will walk away after 7 days saying to himself, this doesn't work? That's very unlikely to happen. In this business, again, you need to put time, effort, and sweat into it, and amazing things will happen. Now, that's like a brief overview on how you can create the life that you deserve. I didn't really want to talk for too long, but that is it in a nutshell. It's the basics that are so important that so many people miss out on. The basics, the foundation is more important than the building itself, because if the foundation isn't there, you've got no building. If you haven't covered the basics, your business is not going to make it. The same goes for trading. If you haven't covered the basics when it comes to trading, how are you going to try and understand the charts? Basics come first. That's what I've talked about today. That's what you need to do. And I want to see if Mandeep's on the call and we can do some training around skill set as well. So just give me a second while I try and find Mandeep. Just bear with me. So Mandeep, are you on the call? Let me just make you co-host. So yes, Mandeep is on the call. Let me just make a co-host and we'll continue with some skill-based training. And let's see where we go. Mandeep, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome, Mandeep. Do you want to take it away? I've made you co-host.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, I've got it. So I think I'm co-host. Can you make my Mac account co-host? It says Mandeep Soki Mac.
Now we're getting complicated.
I'm sorry, I'm logged in from my phone as well because I wanted to do the training.
I've got you.
Oh yeah.
All done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jav. Thank you. So amazing. Good evening, everyone. It's Mandeep here. It's happy Monday, first of all. I mean, it's already the beginning of the week, but how's everyone doing today? I want to know how everyone is doing. Let me just open up the chat box. So how is everybody's energy today? I want a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being nah, not feeling it, 10 being I'm ready to rock and roll. Put in your energy. Let's hear it. Ladies and gents, your energy needs to be sky high through the roof. It's the beginning of the week and we're going to tackle this and, have an absolute blast. A lot of the big things happening, the forex is going amazing. The crypto is literally, it is just, oh my God, I'm absolutely loving life. And then, of course, we're helping the team to grow as well. Now, majority of you are looking to build a team. Dr. Jav did an amazing job of showing you we're covering 2 S's today. So he's covered the spiritual side of success, which is so important. Just going with the flow and understanding that the right people will be connected to you. Okay. And I don't just mean going with the flow and relaxing in that sense. I mean, just giving gratitude for the good things and the not so good things at the same time. Because like Dr. Jav said, someone might leave your organization, or you might blow an account, or someone might promise you the world. I'm your best networker. I'm going to bring in people and all this. And, and people say a lot of things, but it's all about working with those that are going to do something. So we're going to go straight into it. For the next 15 or 20 minutes, I'm going to be walking and talking you through social media and skills, okay? So if there are any questions from anyone, then do put it in the chat box. But what I'm going to do right now, yeah, absolutely, Eden, blowing an account 100%, you just give praise for it and you give gratitude for it. I know it sounds silly, but trust me, these are the things that are really going to help your spiritual muscles. But let me just share my screen from my phone because I'm actually logged in here. And actually, sorry, before I do that, let me share my other screen here. Okay, so when you're looking into building an organization, ladies and gents, what you can do is you can actually Google, first of all, you can see how many times I've Googled it because it's come up in purple. But if you Google the top 10 network marketing companies, look at this. I mean, this is just amazing because this website, you can literally just Google it. It gives you the top 10, 15 companies. So for example, look here, Amway, Avon, Herbalife, Vorwerk, Mary Kay, Infinitus, Quan Juan, which I've never heard of. But anyway, I'm going to practice pronouncing that. You've got New Skin, Promerica, Oriflame, Junus. It's like based on health products. So there's so much here that you can so many companies here that you can actually get in touch with in terms of their people. So let me share my screen on my phone. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, here we go. So you can see on my screen right here, hopefully you can all see my screen. But basically, if I go onto my Instagram, this is one of the platforms that you can use to help you prospect. And the number one key thing that I'm going to say to you is that you will attract what you are. So depending on the quality of your profile, if your profile is very sort of, there's not much there, it doesn't look exciting or attractive. I don't mean attractive in terms of the looks. I mean attractive in terms of how many times are you posting on your social media? And number two, how does your account look? Can people see who you are? Can people see what you do? Are you doing live videos, for example? Are you doing live videos with your team? Are you not necessarily baking? I'm not encouraging you to do that, but are you a real person? Are you someone that, share a bit about your lifestyle, who you are, what you do? Literally just anything that's going to help people to relate to you. So this is just, pictures of me, but I'm also putting a little quote. So the last quarter of 2020, how will you end it? Okay, that was last year. So I put up a little quote, but really engage with your audience. The number one rule of social media is, are you attractive? Do people genuinely look forward to seeing what you have, or is your profile uninteresting? So if I go onto my story, you can see last night I was plugged into David's call. Then what I do is I always post, and I hope you're all taking notes, by the way, but I aim to post 10 stories minimum on my story, not on the storyboard, but on my story every single day. So make a note of that. 10 stories. So I always start the day off with a picture of my face and the day, and a little quote or a phrase. So I put Monday ready for the week. Then I was making some chai. Anyone who knows me, obviously I'm Indian Asian. I love my tea, and that's never going to change. So I was making a fresh cup of tea this morning when I was trading. And then I started watching Art Williams, his speech on commitment. Absolutely loved it. So I put a bit on there. Then I tuned into some HFX. You'll all notice that I am doing some HFX as well as vibrato these days. Then my sister tagged me in a picture. I think Dr. Jav is in there somewhere as well. And then, of course, my last one was a quote. So are you sampling your future, or are you stuffed in your present? It's all about using the 5 senses. So as you can see, so far today, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 stories. And by the time today has finished, I'll have 10 stories plus in total. That is, unless something's going on, but otherwise having 10 stories religiously, it's always there. Now, the next question is, how do I find people? Well, remember I showed you the list of the top 10 or 25 network marketing companies. If I go here and I put in hashtag, I hope you're watching carefully, but say if I type in, what was one of the companies, Juice Plus, yeah, Juice Plus, obviously it's in the name of, in terms of what it does, 818,000 posts. Oh, I've just got a new YouTube subscriber, that's nice. 818,000 posts, but you can see all of these women are doing Juice Plus. Now, what you can actually do is send them a message. So let's look through it and have a look. What's this lady all about? I always like to vet the people to see what they're all about. Okay, she looks very young, so I'm probably not going to look at hers. Let me just find something. Hang on a second. I think okay, here we go. So let's have a look. Renata. Okay, she looks interesting. So she's a mom, she's an entrepreneur, she's doing Juice Plus, she's got a lot of followers. And let's have a look at her story. I always like to comment on people's stories. I think she's taken the commenting off, so that's fine, but I'm going to follow her. Okay, and watch this. I'm going to message her and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to cheat, by the way, now, because I've already got cheat scripts in my notes. So can you see here? I've got some cheat scripts. I'm going to literally copy this. So hi, Natasha. My name is Mandeep from the UK. Your profile is inspiring. Would be great to connect. I'm going to copy that message and I'm going to put it here, but I'm going to change the name to Renata like this. Hi, Renata. My name is Mandeep. So it's personal. Click send. And now I'm going to like a few of her pictures of her feet. Random. Some avocado. That looks good. That's fine. Oh, yes. I think this is a bit of cake. So yeah, we'll like that as well. So the point of doing this exercise is that you're showing an interest in the person. Okay, maybe you might want to comment. I'll comment on that. Looks awesome. Post. There we go. By the way, I hope the sound is not echoing. It should be fine. But there you go. I've just sent one message to a lady on Juice Plus. Now, can you put a number 1 in the chat box if that was easy? I just want to see. I just want to see. Was that easy? I just found someone randomly who's got a lot of followers, and I've just messaged her saying, hey, how's it going? Let's connect. That was simple, right? That was so simple. Let's show you another example. Let's go through. Let's look for another network marketing company, Juice Plus. How about Forever Living? Forever Living has over 1 million posts. Of course, it's been here for ages. Okay, it's all to do with aloe vera and naturalness, you know. So let's have a look here. Okay, well, what do we have here? So we have this lady here, and she literally has written, look, network marketing, car leasing, Forever Living. She looks like my kind of girl. I'm going to follow her, message her. Oh, I've already messaged her, looks like, and she does not speak English. As you can see, her text message right there is written in another language. So let's just forget that and go back. You might find that you do message people, but, you know, and I think I've messaged a lot of these people, to be fair. Again, I don't think this lady speaks English, but you've just got to literally filter through them and see which ones are going to be good. Okay, look, Forever Living. Her name is Kubra. Let me message her right now. Oh, new supervisor. Okay, let's put a congrats there, if I can spell. And what else? Oh yes, this looks nice. I like that as well. I always like food, so I always do. I'm a big foodie, so I'll always like a lot of food stuff. This looks like a nice picture. So yeah, that's how you do it. So you're basically connecting with people, liking some pictures, you know, and if you can, respond to their stories. So here I'm gonna put in, okay, a lot of this is all aloe vera. I actually use this, by the way. I'm not trying to sell it, but I do use this. So I'm just going to put some fire there because I actually use it for my lips. So that's fine. Good. Everybody, amazing. So was that simple or was that simple? Okay, you can do like 20, 30 messages a day doing exactly that. And trust me, you will start to see results. Ladies and gents, very, very interesting and easy. Let's look for another way. Now, apart from network marketing companies, what you can also do is you can have a look for networkers like us, because we're the ones that are going to build the business. So if I go onto my search button, okay, and if I type in hashtag networker, look at this, 1.1 million posts. Amazing. If I click on a networker, I want to see who's networking out there. So let's have a look. If I go to this, I don't know who this is. Looks like I've already messaged her, so we'll leave that one. But there's a lot of people. I think I followed a lot of these people, as you can see. It's just crazy. Have I messaged this lady? No, I haven't. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Sarah, storyteller, networker. I'm going to follow her. Let's have a look at her actual story. Okay, this is all written in, is it Italian or Spanish or French? Apologies. Oh, okay, let's give a bit of fire there, eh? And let's give her a message. Hi, Sarah. My name is Mandy. Good to connect, yeah? So then I'm just going to like a couple of her pictures. Job done. Now I can move on to the next one. Okay. And let's see who else is a networker here. What about this guy? This guy looks good. Oscar. Travel, enjoy, don't work for money. Win together. Oh, I like this guy already. Okay, let's message Oscar. Okay. There. Job done. So I'm going to like his pictures. Looking good, Oscar. Very nice. Very nice. Let's have a look at your story. Oh, yes. Elon Musk definitely needs some fire there. And that's it. Ladies and gents, you can do that 20, 30 times a day and you're going to get some results. Okay. You're going to start seeing results. Kami, I think she's from your end. That's perfect. Maybe you might know her. Who knows? But literally, if you do this, and you don't have to do networker, it could even be network marketing. Look, I think someone's unmuted, aren't they? Okay, there we go. So yeah, basically, if you go into network marketing, look at all these people who are in the same industry as us. All these people, this looks like me. Okay, let's see what she's doing. Sandra Joe. 20.4K followers. So the thing is, you can approach different people, see what they're doing. I think she's maybe part of our business even. So you want to be careful just checking the followers and the following to see if they're in the same industry as us. Okay. This particular lady, she's 22 years old, from Italy. Let's follow her. Oh, wow. So some writing has already come up. Maybe she's just, it's a business account, that's why. Bahadi Maria Dinner. There we go. So can you see what I'm doing? It's very, very simple. Wow, some of these are quite crazy pictures, but never mind, that's all good. I'm literally doing this live, as you can see. I've not planned anything, so I'm just doing it as I go along. But there's so much, even networking. People who like to network, connect, and meet new people. There's literally so much on social media. It always baffles me when people say, oh, I can't find anyone, because it's like there's so much here. What about this guy? Real estate, music, consulting. What's this all about? What's this guy all about? Okay, look at this. This lady is a wedding planner. We have a lady boss in the UK who's a chairman 25, ladies and gents. And guess what? She used to be, past tense, a wedding planner. So if I follow her, I don't know her name, by the way, because I didn't say it. So what I'm going to put instead is hi queen. Yeah. Calling a woman, another fellow woman, a queen is actually quite nice. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna like a couple of her pictures, and then I'm gonna, oh, she's got no story, so that's fair enough. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but in this section here, when you do click on someone's profile, you'll find that there's a suggested for you. Can you see it in the bit I'm moving? There's a suggested for you list of people. Look, she's already asking you part of IML, so she probably knows this. But yeah, you can actually see people similar to the people that you've clicked on will start coming up. So look at this lady. She is someone who's looks like an author. Just want to make sure she's actually not part of our business by looking at her followers. But I'm going to follow her. And again, I don't know her name, but I'm going to click on hi, queen. Yeah, I'm just going to put a few likes on her thing. Let's have a look at her story. She's at the gym. I love the gym. That's good. I like that. Just put some hearts there, make them feel special. You know, nothing beats a compliment. When you compliment people, it makes them feel good. And I don't just mean compliments for the sake of it. I mean genuine compliments. But I hope in that, I mean, 20 minutes just literally went by so quickly. But I hope those 20 minutes was very useful for you. So number one, make sure your profile looks attractive. If you were doing business, let me ask you a question. Would you do business with you on social media? That's a big question. Would you do business with you? If the answer is no, change it, sort it out, improve your profile. I can even do a, you know, or Dr. Jav or whoever your leader is, they can do an analysis on your profile and see, right, add that in, take that out, do this, approach other people, you know, have a bit of a warmth about you on social media so people magnetize to you. You know, so when people look at your profile, they're like, oh, wow, this is someone that I would do business with. Okay. So my last thing to you is, are there any questions on what we've covered today? Any questions? Okay, so just in summary, we've got your profile, we've got 30 messages daily, and then number 3 is posting on stories 10 times per day. Okay, so you've got 3 things there that I'm going to leave you with. I know we've covered it quite quickly, but you've got 3 things there to get you started with. And then what you can do, for those of you that want to, in a week's time, let me know how you're getting on, because trust me, this stuff works. This is how I built myself from 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000, and now soon, very, very soon, 6 figures. But the thing is, it's all about connecting with people. Remember, the stronger your relationships, ladies and gents, the bigger your business. So if there aren't any questions, I want to say thank you once again. I really enjoyed doing that. So thank you. And Dr. Jav, back over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Mandeep. That was absolutely awesome. And again, very important to note is that you have to be persistent and consistent. That's why Mandeep said 10 messages a day, 30 messages a day and 10 stories a day. You have to be consistent. That is so important, because what happens is that when you go into social media prospecting, you'll do it for the first day, second day, third day. You might even do it for a week. No one will respond to you, and you'll say to yourself, this doesn't work, let's give up. What you need to do is every single day, persistently and consistently. Do it for a week, 2 weeks, 10 weeks, a year, 2 years, and you'll find yourself experiencing massive growth. That's what our mentors have taught us. It's the people that do it every single day that achieve the massive growth. And before I end, I just want to say you have to just do it. Just do it, as Art Williams spoke about on the video yesterday, and you will see massive growth in your business. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, just go out there and do it, but do it every single day. If it makes it easy for you, why don't you set yourself a time? Do it when you wake up, or do it just before you go to sleep, but do it every single day consistently and persistently, and amazing things will happen in your business. Obviously, the basics are very, very important. Get the basics covered, and then let's start promoting on social media. And by all means, you can share your results in the group, in the WhatsApp group. That's why the group is there, and that's how we can support you as well. Let's get out there. Let's make it happen. February is a fantastic month for us. Amazing things are about to happen. And let's go all out and create that momentum in our business. Thank you. God bless, and I'll see you all soon.